One thing I've always noticed is that Sunny ji is very stylish. Look at the glares right there. Always on. Okay. Before we really move further with a very quick, crisp, very sweet, short program, you know, I'd request that we all rise on our seat, at our place. Please get up and we'll be observing some silence for the attacks that we've had, the terror attacks. For a minute, we'll please hold on silence, please. A minute. Thank you so much. We observing silence, Ravi bhai. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Kiran and family, please appear. Hi, how are you? Good? Ravi, please, yeah. Are we lighting the lamp or? No. Okay, fantastic. So friends, as I told you, it's a very short, sweet, very crisp, very interesting, fun-filled event. We are dividing the event into 4 parts. Very soon, both the legends are going to be exchanging a very unique memento, which is going to be a very epic moment. After which, the unveiling of the book, which is probably the one of the most unique concepts. I don't know how many of you really know, the concept of the book, because there are a lot of books out there, but this is something very, very different. Third is fantastic. Sure. Okay. And then we'll request both the legendary sports stars to maybe share a bit about their journey, philosophy of life, and all that. And then maybe some questions from the audience. Make sense? Love it? Love the short and sweet. Yeah. Right. My first job is going to be introducing both the legends. Now, the point is, it's the most easiest to introduce Mr. Sunil Gavaskar and Geet Sethi. Simple. Because everybody knows them. So that's the easiest task. But people in Ahmedabad know me. Sir, so both of you world over, okay? Right? So that's the easiest. Now, if I start asking you, what all do you know about them, and you probably talk of all the statistics, possibly there. But the toughest part is, because you all know who they are, how to introduce them. So it's not easy, it's very tough. And I'm going to start with 2 stories, because see, when I was reading the invite, and would you believe I exhausted entire budget of internet in the last few days when I was researching on them. Okay, so that is a debit note I'm sending you. But when I was reading this invite, we could talk about the centuries, the breaks, the titles. We could talk about, the catches, the number of runs scored, the number of titles and everything. But friends, what I figured out is that if I want to give a unique introduction, I better ask this fan of the fan in me and the hidden stories. Okay. So I'm going to cite out 2. Mr. Geet Sethi. By the way, we being locally known to each other and friends, very tough for me to add G to Geet. But sir, we've seen you since 50 years on the screen, an absolute god of cricket for us. So yes, Sunny ji comes very naturally. This is a 44-year-old journey calls Bhatt. I'll let it age gracefully. So this is the condition. 44 years ago, a 13-year young kid was gifted the Granny-Calls bat by his dad. His dad could not afford the bat, but he must have budgeted for a month or two and got it. Because that cricketer was about 13, 14, had seen the bat in hands of his hero for some point of time. He played with this. The kid also remembers, sir, and he'd go to an electrical store, buy a black tape that we put on the wires. He'd buy a plain willow, a plain non-branded bat. He'd put a triangle on the back. He'd put 6 spots on the back and make it feel like it was a Duncan bat, because his hero at some point of time had played with the Duncan bat. He would, this is also a memory which is 44 years old, he would put extra cushioning in his pads, because the pads available that time were all bamboo and a little padding. So he'd put extra cushion in the pad, extra sponge in the pad, or sponge, what is the right word, to make it look curvier, because his hero used to wear very unique, very curvy, very padded pads. Sir, that kid who was 13, 14 that time, 44 years back, was myself. Yay! I wanted to be known as Sunil Gavaskar, kind of a replica, but because of my leanness and my hair, they call me David Gower. Yeah, I played till push beer and all that, but then quit cricket. But I've been a fan even then. And sir, stories like this are in millions which are not on the net. And they are here, there in their heart, and this is what your real achievements are. So I can really go through all your statistics, but this is probably the real ones. Absolutely. So we really platform. No examples like this given in your case, simply because I've never even holded a cue properly, never hit one billiard balls or But I don't know if you remember, but 35 to 37 years back, multiple time world champion had called a builder 35 years back. Do you remember? You remember the name of the project? Incredible. He had called the builder and he says, I'm Geet on the other side and I'd love to book an apartment. So I had to make sure that is this Mr. Geet Sethi, who's this iconic sports person, and he says, yes, it's me. I said, so would you want to know more about the project? And I'll send somebody to your place. No, I'm walking. He walks in alone, doesn't throw any way, no negotiations, no calls of any sifarish, nothing. He just walks in, a common, simple man, no negotiations, books the apartment, walks off, and sir, it stays with us and my entire organization that time, because that builder was me, that developer was me. And that stays with me even today in my organization, because the simple question was, how can somebody be so humble, so simple, so no nonsense, absolutely incredible. So let's again rise on our feet and let's please rise on our feet again. These are the reasons why they are so iconic. These are the reasons why they are so phenomenal, and we bow to you and we clap for you. Thank you so much. I had no better introduction to give other than this. Sorry? Wonderful introduction. Well. Super. So now I think we are going for the moment to exchange a little later, right? Am I correct? Yeah. Fantastic. So then we come straight to unveiling the book. Yeah. Yeah. We do the grand show immediately. Okay. Yeah, are the books here? Yeah. Super. So who knows about the uniqueness of the books? Of course, you guys do know it, so please do not disclose. Yeah. But who knows about the uniqueness of the book? No, if you know it, I'm not going to ask you. Who knows about the uniqueness of the book? Okay, you do, right? But yeah, no, so whoever knows is not allowed to speak. Okay. Are we ready? 2 minutes. It's okay. Yeah. Super. So I'm going to take 2 minutes anyways. Okay. So because he said 2 minutes, मैं मेरी बीवी से बात कर लूँ अगर आपको दिक्कत. Every 15 minutes I ask permission of my wife to can I move forward. Sir, should I do that? Yes. Neha. When is our anniversary? What is the date? June 4. June 4 year. Got it. 91. Okay. So I have a rupee to give her because I want her to spend on the. Can you check what is the serial number of the note? What is it? 0406. Okay. That's the date. That's the date. All right. And what's my birth date? 15 to 68. Okay, one more rupee to spend. All right. See, I'm exhausting all my budget today. And what is the serial number on this note? 15 to 68. Wow, you're a magician. Let's clap for her. And now, what is your birth date? 011065. And what is the serial number on this currency? Same. Can you imagine the uniqueness? Every birthday that I talked about, there's a currency note of it. And now imagine a book. It talks about the landmarks of Sunil Gavaskar, their entire life story, their achievements, their major landmarks, the dates compiled in the book with currency serial numbers and the pictures and the facts. Incredible. And there can be only one book like this in the whole world. There cannot be another. Just like there can be only one Mr. Sunil Gavaskar and one Mr. Geet. There can be only. We talked of autobiographies. We talked of, what not in books, but this is extremely unique, limited edition. Only 6 in the entire globe to be personally signed by the legends. And absolutely incredible. Are the books here or are we waiting for the books? They are already here now? Okay, so can we? Okay, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. So then, till then, can I request Mr. Sunil Gavaskar and Mr. Geet Sethi to please share some, wisdom with all of us of how you played the sports, life, and things like that. Should I come to you like at the IPL with the camera? Please, would you? Can I pass on the mic to you? Yes. You always open the betting, but you can let him. That's completely okay. Fantastic.
Good evening. Thank you all for being here this evening. But before that, I've got to say that as an opening bat, I'm supposed to be on time. I wasn't on time because of 2 things really. Firstly, I think we got here about 10 to 6, right? We got here 10 to 6. And so he said, let's go up to the room because, Geet wants to meet you. I said, okay. So I went up to the room and then Geet came and, we meeting after a long time. So we just exchanged a few words and then Geet said, Sunil, I'm really very hungry. Do you think you can you think we can order some pakoras or something like that? So I said, I just ordered some coffee. But said pakoras. I mean, sure. So we ordered some pakoras. And, we were eating pakoras. I finished, there was the cheese balls. And, I finished. I'm looking at Geet. Like, come on, let's go. And Geet is saying, no, let me finish. And I'm just, so that is the reason. And sir, you were there. So that is the reason we got delayed. Please excuse me for delaying you, but thank you so much for also showing the patience to wait for us. And of course, today's era of cricket, patience is not so much a plus. But if you had been playing Test cricket, you would have made very, very good opening batters because you had the patience to wait here for some time. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart for that. But even more than that, I think to thank the Bhatt brothers for what they have conceived, what they have imagined, and what they have eventually produced. Please sit down. You're taller than me. So I think it's it really is a unique thing. I really am looking forward to seeing it and to get reactions from all of you as to how it is, because it truly is a wonderful thought. Like I said, in a wonderful production. I've seen it yesterday myself because I had to sign a couple of copies, and I think it was fantastic. Not to forget young Karan, who I think designed as well. So compliments are due to young Karan as well for doing that. Being an opening bat has had its pluses and minuses. The plus is that when you go out for lunch, generally everybody says you have first, and so I'm not a big eater, but it's always good to have the taste of the food, and even now when we talk about in our commentary, I never played billiards because I had a bit of a problem. Firstly, just about every single billiards table was taller than me. So, I would have had to stand on a stool and then place. That wouldn't have been possible for me. But secondly, I think it was something to do where my eyes would actually, seriously, my eyes would get a little bit strained when I would bend down. I could never get that bridge right where you try to hold the cue. Never could get that. I tried a bit. I know Kapil's a fabulous player. Kapil could have been fabulous at everything. He's a fabulous golfer at the moment. Plays, I think, of maybe scratch or one or two. As a cricketer, we all know what wonderful things he did for India. But that's one of the reasons why I wasn't able to. But I've seen Geet play at the Bombay Gymkhana, at the CCI as well. I've seen him play there, and it's been great fun. The ease with which the shots came through was absolutely amazing. And when we talk about batting, when we talk about in the middle of the bat, but to have it in the middle of the queue is what was amazing to see, because the consistency, we don't when we play, we always get an inside edge or an outside edge. There are times we miss the ball completely, but as far as Geet was concerned, he never missed. Everything was of the middle of the queue. That's also a word sometimes that we use in our cricket commentary. When the ball is hit, he got it at the queue end of the bat. It's like there's a connection with billiards as well. When you say, he got it at the queue end of the bat. So there is that connection between Geet and I, and I'm so happy that we are able to be together for this evening. And thank you both for having felicitated both of us with this wonderful production of yours. And Karan, I'm sorry I can't be missing you. Thank you all for being here. And just want to say that hope you enjoy the evening, and hope you find that the efforts that these brothers have made has been, truly something that you can also appreciate. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Geet, can we have you address us, please? Thank you.
So he tried to play billiards. He's a cricketer, but right at the start of this event, he's already snookered me. He's completely snookered me. And but all the blame of why we came late, of course, is because of the pakoras that I ordered. That was the snooker, by the way, that he played superb. So You're not a good billiard player, but superb snooker player. Yeah, lovely to be here. And on a lighter vein, every sport, well, most sport is played with balls, and we're going to be sharing a memento later on where there's a cricket ball which is, I think, signed by Sunny, and there's a billiard ball which has been signed by me. But so typically, most sport is played with one ball.
So please stand by till we bring you back. There's some technical difficulties and video has been paused, maybe internet issue or some sort of linking, but we'll try to write back. This all event is all about bringing the special event to honor Sir Sunil Gavaskar and Sir Geet Sethi. As we heard so far, these are the two icons, the legends. Most likely, their introductions is endless. It's very hard to say what are the most important things we can talk about. And the list can be unlimited. Means it takes hours, maybe days to explain their heroics, accolades, achievements, records, career moments, and so on. But with this special event, we are more focused on this special album launch. So far, you hear about that one example about dealing with serial number of currency. And that is the main concept here, the unique concept we made.
The front foot, the back foot is one behind. His shoulder is not right. It's because he has gone so deep into it. And I can understand what is a grip, how is a grip different, and what difference the grip makes, the tightness of the grip on the brothers into very, very, very detailed understanding of this books that you're going to see. And it is detailing that is because of this detailing that we, like Sunny and I are here. We have to promote people who A, love what they do, and B, who go into a very, very, very detailed understanding of what they do. A small example. So this memento that they made, they came to me and said, lovely case, and plastic case, where on one stand was the red cricket ball, and on the other was a slightly smaller, the billiard cue ball, the white color ball. And it was really nicely done with a covering, and the base was green. And it was actually I don't know what the material was, but it was like a paper or a shiny paper. This was a lovely idea, the base and looked at the color being green. He came back 2 days later and he said, "Sir, I've changed the base. I've made it. I've actually got a billiard cloth and put it there." And that is the detailing that the Bhatt brothers and Karan, had go through. So I hope you enjoy the book. I think in making of it, both Sunny and I, in our interactions with them, have enjoyed it a lot. And I think we just pay a tribute to going deep to going deep in whatever we do. Let's just go deep and I think excel. And finally, whatever we excel in, and we'll make our country proud and we'll make our country great if each one of us excels in whatever we do. Yeah, thank you.
So much, Sunny ji and Geet ji. Amazing. Fantastic takeaways for us. So we can take some questions from the audience. Yes, I understand their achievements leave us speechless. But some secrets that we could probably implement in our lives. Please, thank you. There you are.
Very good evening to you all. Good evening, Sunny sir, Geet sir, good evening. I just would like to ask, because Sunny sir is a legend, very hard to interact and very hard to find him. I would just like to know how you came in touch with the Bhatt brothers.
Actually, don't remember.
Sir, you were in Doha watching the final of football match, and Ravi called you, and you said, "Email me the detail." And after that first IPL, you came to Ahmedabad, met us, you saw these things, and then we interacted.
Yeah. This question still doesn't go to Sunny Gavaskar. It's still your answer. So we want a question that has to be addressed by you, sir. Yes, can we have some questions? And in your absence, your friend Sunny had great things to tell about you. Yes, as a matter of fact, he talked about the secret of how you achieved such greatness, both of you. So Sunny, can you repeat what you said for your friend? And there's so much to learn from that. I'll just pass on the mic to you.
Your tie is too good, yeah.
Believe me, that was my first comment too.
Basically, he asked me, what do you wish to talk about? He said, I have seen Geet sir. I mean, he had already won a couple of world titles when he was junior, started. He was already champion. But I've seen him become an ambassador of the game. I've seen him upgrade himself by learning things, meeting new people. I mean, even the vocabulary that you learn. I mean, like Michael Ferreira, reading dictionaries, the small things, all that. And that was what actually made you an ambassador of the game. And I'm sure Sunny has also done the same thing. And this is what is more appreciable than what we just see champions do.
Can I have the 20 question?
Hello, Geet and Sunny Bhai. Just entered and had a question as I could hear some questions being asked. Of course, Sunil, may I call you Sunil next? There's one advice you gave me before you went to bed is, just focus and keep quiet. I didn't take that advice too well before I got married, but I can assure you that advice has helped me very well after marriage. So I just wanted to ask both of you, you're both champions and childhood heroes. What is it that you can advise all of us who are sort of in the mandatory overs of our life in terms of preparation? Because I think before a big event or a big game or any big happening in our lives, there has to be some kind of a mental makeup as you had in your careers. I'd like you both to answer this because I think there'll be a learning for all of us through this question in terms of how you prepared mentally just before a big event, because we have a big event coming tomorrow, 2 franchises playing. And if you can correlate that to what the players will be going through on the night before the game, it'll be some input for us. Thank you so much.
Shishir and I opened the batting for Mumbai for some time, and before I had to be rostered off because youngsters like him were pushing for a place in the team. So we had to be rostered off. So that was the one thing that I wasn't prepared for, actually. But that is what you want to prepare for. And in the game of cricket, I think what you do is you try and before the videos, I talk about before the videos and all came. You talk to your teammates, you talk to try and find out the strengths of the opposition. If you're a batter, you're trying to find out, excuse me, trying to find out the strength of the opposition bowlers, trying to see, what would they bowl? Would they be bowling in swing, out swing? What kind of pace they had. So those are the kind of, and what kind of pitch you expected. So those are the kind of things that you prepare. That is, because, and also do a bit of visualization that if he bowls a particular delivery, how will you counter it? So that is something that I try to do before every innings. Even between innings, supposing you're fielding first, you field it for some time, you get about 10 minutes as an opening bat to change, which is really not much time because you often change from, say, fielding shoes to batting shoes. Then you have to put your thigh pad on and your leg guards on. Doesn't really give you that much time to prepare. But even in that little time, to walk onto the ground, a lot of people want to quickly get to the ground. I would try and take a little bit time to get my thoughts together before I went into bed, before I faced the first ball. So just mentally preparing at that stage, not to do this, basically it was not so much about what to do, it was more about what not to do. Like, don't play outside the off stump too much, don't play across the line. If this ball comes, try and avoid it at least for the first half an hour. Say a hook shot or a cut shot, maybe, once till you get used to the bounce. So those are the kind of mental preparations that you did. Then this is while playing cricket. Now, do you want to know also about that we are in the mandatory overs of life? That preparation. At your will.
I have a question.
Yes, there you are. Please. But so we expecting the same question to be answered by Geet too. Geet, yeah. Right. Yes. I'm sorry.
Please give it his will.
Yeah. Already listened to Sunny's advice. I've already written the will. Very interesting the preparation that he talked about, because there are multiple opponents in cricket. In an individual sport, and especially in a sport like billiards, I think billiards and golf are perhaps two sports where you strike a stationary ball and your opponent can do nothing to prevent you from doing that. So what prevents you from really doing well is the demons in your own mind, if you have demons. So the preparation for us in an individual sport is not during a match, or it's not 1 day before a match. It's like 10 days before. It's just the practice that you have put in many days, months before any big event. But the one thing that what has held me in good stead is visualization. And he spoke about visualization, and that is the visualization of, and this was actually the technique was taught to me by Mr. Baum. Sunil will know Mr. Baum was an ex-IG of police who wrote books on mental training, and he spent some time with me. And the night before the match, when I used to sleep, just before sleeping, so this is actually positive visualization. And there is something called the subconscious self-belief. So when you're sleeping, you just start visualizing, not that you're lifting the trophy or anything. You start visualizing actually that you're hitting the ball, you're hitting it this way, and the ball, you get an in-off, and you start visualizing a pattern of, let's say, 100 break. including some intricate shots where you're giving side. And you just visualize yourself playing really, really well, and you just sleep off. And it's amazing what that does to your subconscious self-belief. So I've used that a lot, and it really, really helps, both in making you very positive the next day, and giving you that the whole you get. I think you're better prepared. But the other thing is that when you finally come into a match, it's like Sunny was saying that he took his time and he went and but when in my case I would go into a match, important match, and just go and sit in the chair. The lights are on, and I'll be there 5, 7, 8, 10 minutes before, and I'll just get my eyes used to the lights, just calm down, and just again say, I'm going to play well, but I'm going to do my best, and just start zoning in and completely calming your mind. And that can be done only when you're alone, and that can be done only when there is there's just the light and the table that you have spent 8 hours every day for the last 25 years playing on it. So it's just that empty table. There are no balls on it also, and that's what you do. Just calm yourself, and then finally sport. And I've always believed that killer instinct is a word that is used a lot. Usko killer instinct hai, last over mein wo chhe marna tha, and 6, and he hit a 6, so he's got killer instinct. Actually, it's the opposite of killer instinct. It is actually the fact that he's completely calm at that point in time. He's totally calm. Of course, the adrenaline is moving, but he's so calm that the pressure of that, if he doesn't get a 6, his team loses. And if he gets the 6, his team wins. So it's the calmness, and it's not a killer instinct. It's a calmness of mind and presence of mind that actually helps the person do it.
Thank you so much. Draw question for sure now.
Yes, we both have this question, and I'm sure you've gotten this question time and again. It's a very cringy question.
No, but it's very important.
You're going to hate us for asking this, but
Very
we need an answer.
Yes.
Both of you.
Yes.
Okay.
Can we
Without
know?
thinking too much.
Can we know who both? Who are you both? That's the question.
By the way, he has not responded as to really what made it work. It was me. I don't understand this.
So now we know who she is, right?
I'm standing here and listening to it, but it's okay.
Yes.
Like Shishi, I'll have to go completely quiet.
No, so we want to know, and I'm sure everyone in this audience wants to know. When there is a movie made of both of you, when there is a movie made, who would you want as in the current actors and actors only, not actresses, actors, who would you want to play you? We need an answer. I'm sorry, it's so cringy, but please, I really want to know. Which Bollywood actor or Hollywood also, all allowed.
I just want to ask you now a counter question. I've acted in a couple of films, no? Then I'll play myself. No, so what are you doing? Are you sorry, what? For what?
No, recording not. Not record.
This is on record now.
No, record.
Who would you want?
Well, if he's acted in a film, I'd love him to actually play me.
We'll make a little smaller tables because in the film we can't make out the size.
I have an answer for Sunil sir. We met him. Yes, how is it? Please, can you make the frame of my mother? I said, it will be done. Yeah. I didn't have the image of Sunny sir's mother. Now I was shocked. I remember the date, 15th August 1925. I said, you get it. I went to Google. I got an image. I saw, Sunny sir's mother.
took out printout, made a frame, clicked the photograph, sent to Sunny sir. Sunny sir replied, "Hey, Ravi, what are you doing? It's my mother in a movie." Don't you remember, sir? I was shocked. It can be wrong. But yeah, that was the image. I can be wrong, not in a date. Not in a date. Not in a date.
Happy you didn't get the wife wrong, huh?
Oh my God.
The photo he sent me was of an image of me in that movie. So the mother in that picture was somebody else. So that was a movie ka picture. And he thought it was my real mother.
You had a heroine in that movie. Again, the same question.
The wife.
Wife and the heroine. Okay, so the books are here. Let's be doing the unveiling and. You want to carry them to this? Yeah, there you are. Okay, awesome. This is actually why we are all here.
We are about to hand over the real books, the album. I will definitely explain to you later in the show when the time permits. But then the moment, this is the key moment of this event, handing over to the album, the unique album belong to their life.
If they already don't know,
events.
opening anything is not easy. Opening anything is not easy.
As always, Sunny sir is a good mentor, a teacher, and the idol for many in India. Cricket signs with the Sunny, and he is still the one of the greatest legend. He's never leave the coaching moment when he's dealing with the youngsters like the current here.
That's all clap for that. Amazing.
So here we go again. The key moment,
Wow.
the opening of unique album.
So who selected the pictures?
Richard, William, Ravi selected.
Okay.
And how to design on this.
Right. Amazing. You can please.
Now, Geet sir and Sethi sir.
If you can just open the book also and show it to us. Very keen to see what's really the book like.
Currently, what you see is just a cover of the album. I will say carry back.
Wow.
Oh.
And this is the real book inside. The album cover, the carry-on bag, is also made of unique leather, custom made, with the embossed printing on it.
Can we request the Bhatt brothers to show a few inside pages?
We will definitely cover more on this with the close pictures about what these unique pages
Yeah, these are the
are.
currency notes. Okay.
So each page has a photo.
This would be on the right would be my mother's birthday. On the left side, currency note changing with my father's birthday. So all the birthdays, all the landmark dates in my career, whether it's my birthday, my parents' birthday, my wife's birthday, my marriage date, and I remember it.
I didn't take no chances. I asked her.
And my son's birthday, and then of course the centuries, the dates when I got the century, first century. So the different birthday, debut day when I made my debut for India. That's why it's just such an incredible effort. Be able to go and sort these kind of currencies. Amazing. Congratulations. Many thanks for
for what you've done. Many, many thanks.
Sunil sir, we remember all these pictures and seen them somewhere, either the newspapers or magazines,
Actually, see, cricket is very, very well documented.
Yeah.
Billiards is, and in 20, 30, 40 years back was not really very well documented. So there are many dates of very important events, including a couple of world titles that, we were actually not getting, and I had forgotten also. But Ravi and Karan, they managed to somehow find those dates. I don't know, they made 10 calls to whoever, including to maybe somebody who played me in the final, and they got the dates that way. So that's quite amazing. And so that's, this is collage and this, and then again, like Sunny said, mom, dad, and then marriage date. I remember the date too very well. And that's Kiran, and then there's Jazz, and then there's Rag, again, their birth dates. So and then of course the
Raniji and Geet, it's okay if the wife forgets the words. University dates and the word forgets. We have to remember that. Please. Okay, so I think would one question be valid? A question to the Bhatt brothers that what kind of efforts do you put in and how do you achieve this books? I mean, how do you do it? I mean, I'm finding out would really, be a tribute to the kind of efforts you guys have put in. So maybe that's the last question today. For today. Yeah, that's the last question for today.
Thank you. It was very tough. Let me tell you very frankly. It was very tough. We were already making on Sunny sir and Geet sir. We got the dates of Sunny sir. We were not getting the images. We were getting the images. We are not getting the dates. We said it will be done. I said easily in a confidence. We can't make it for 8 months. Now I want to show my face. How I will say. That happened. We met Sunny sir at Leela. Sunny sir said, now both are legend. Both are legend. I don't have any. There is no doubt. See, cricket is known by Sunny sir and billiards is known by Geet sir. Now cricket is equal to Sunny sir. Billiards, Geet sir. Simple. So there were so many consequences was coming in our mind. Geet sir, I messaged him. No, sir, can I come and meet you? So come, please come.
Come in for a half minute. Close to my office. He was calling you from the.
Now, I'll talk about the Sunny sir. We go over there. Sunny sir said, Sheetal, Ravi, Karan, come at my Pune house. Hope you remember. First day. I said to Sheetal, you go. He's a legend. मेरी औकात नहीं है. He is the legend. मैं वहां पे कुछ काम नहीं कर सकूंगा. See, it's but obvious. It was like that. And when Sunny sir walking up, and Geet sir, come. Hey, yaar, you are legend, we are not legend. What? Come. See, the way they gave us the respect, I will let definitely. They gave us respect. Today, I'm saying very in a soft manner. Nobody can be a legend than them. They are God. They are God. They are God. Brahma and Vishnu. Jai and Viru of Surya. 3 लोग गब्बर के. अबे कालिया तेरा क्या होगा? I know Sunny used to walk. Come. Sir is saying, come. यहाँ पे फट रही है. बेटे, have something. when a legend is asking here, मेरा तो हाथ गिर जाए. और same with Geet sir, come, sit. Now the question comes, particularly Geet sir. Said me, have you met my wife Kiran? No sir, no. So go and meet. No sir, she is the principal trustee and the founder of the school. Well, years I'm in school, sir. Now she's a trustee, founder, and a principal of a school. How will I go in front of her? I still see those scales, beaten. Because you were ma'am from NID. So we were very, now when they give us signal, see now, green signal, yeah, go. We are with you. Believe me, we three, the person who is holding the phone over there is my editor to help me in this album, Brijesh. At least yeah. I used to call him here, Milna. Will come. And both of them, I got photographs. I called to Geet sir one day. Sir, title please. Sunny sir gave title. I was happy because okay, I got one title of the cover page. Now we thought another title. We said to Sunny sir, but I will not say over here because if that is I like that title. We can go for another book also. That's why. But I think you liked it. That Sunny sir said, "It's your book. Go." No, sir. You gave your heart to us. That's not possible. And that's why we just started the journey. We showed them a proof book. We corrected it. We printed again. And we made it a master copy. That's all I can do. Thanks for them.
My dear friends and elders, and first of all, I would welcome Sunil sir again and Geet sir for their kindness. They are so kind. Whenever we message them, Ravi generally used to message Geet sir, and I generally used to message Sunil sir. So whenever I message, one day, Sunil sir, just I'm taking one message only, saying one message. Before the World Cup final at Hayat in Assam, Sunny sir wrote, "Can you please come down to Hayat at 1:30? Thanks." This is the legend's word. No legends are saying this type of things right now, sir. Very truly, I'm saying, sir. What you wrote, these legends and what respect you are giving us, I don't have words to thank them. And even Geet sir, whenever Ravi writes, "Good morning, sir," Geet sir को याद आ जाता है, Ravi को phone कर दो. He always calls me. And same way, Gavaskar sir. कभी भी मिलने जा रहे हैं इन दोनों को, फ्री हो गए तुरंत बोल देंगे, इतने बजे आप आ जाओ. And they will, उनका जो भी समय है, 12 बजे बोलेंगे तो 12 बजे आपके सामने रहेंगे. आज ये फंक्शन में देरी हुई, उन्होंने बोला बिकॉज ऑफ हंग्री, दोनों हंग्री थे, इसलिए ये थोड़ा लेट हो गया. बाकी दे आर डॉट टाइम पीपल. व्हेनेवर यू मीट देम, आपको 6 बजे का टाइम देंगे, 6 बजे वो हाजिर हो जाएंगे, 6 बजे 5 मिनट को वो चले जाएंगे वहां से. क्या आई टोल्ड यू एट 6 o'clock. सर, टाइम इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इन योर लाइफ. दिस इज द बेस्ट थिंग. थैंक यू सर अगेन.
Some words from Karan. Karan, you have to say, Baba.
Very well. Very well.
I don't know what to say, but I'm speechless right now because we are launching it. Well, the only thing that matters that we had at least enough time, or I don't know, we would have completed or not, but we were lucky enough to make on these both and many more in future. I don't know. Well, that's all I have to say because I'm speechless right now.
Karan, you are very lucky. I had to wait for 50 years to be sharing the stage with Sunny ji. You know, Geet, yes, I was lucky. So you're very lucky and very confident on the stage. Let's clap for Karan for kind of your family. We end the event over here. But am I correct? We end the event or?
No, I want to say some few words
Sure,
about
sure. Yes, yes.
Sunny sir जब खेलने आते थे क्रिकेट he was fearless. हेलमेट वेलमेट नहीं पहनते थे और उस टाइम 165 की गेंद आती थी और अभी की जो गेंद आती है 150 155 उससे ज्यादा नहीं आती है और वो आज भी महान है कल भी महान थे पहले महान है कल के भी महान है आज भी महान है और कल भी महान रहेंगे इनके अलावा कोई और बैट्समैन हो ही नहीं सकता ऐसा इज द ओनली पर्सन 600 मिनट्स
700, by the way, that's a record.
600 मिनट या 600 मिनट वो खड़े रहते थे पिच पे आई सीन दैट बैटिंग आल्सो और 600 मिनट एक पिच पे खड़े रहना कोई भी बैट्समैन के लिए औकात नहीं आज की तारीख में यू आस्क एनी प्लेयर फॉर टू स्टैंड एंड जस्ट स्टॉप द बॉल फॉर 600 मिनट्स ऑन अ ग्राउंड इट टेक्स 2 days एंड इवन एक उनका रिकॉर्ड भी है 60 overs one day from starting to end you are batting you are not out till end 60 overs you batted सर लेकिन हमारे लिए तो रिकॉर्ड है सर आप 60 ओवर खेले वो रिकॉर्ड नहीं है मेरे को मालूम है अगली बात अच्छा अगली बात कर रहा हूँ जब उन्होंने सर ने टेस्ट डेब्यूट किया था तो 720 रन बना था वो सीरीज में सर आपका बर्थडे याद है लेकिन ये याद नहीं रहेगा
770 to exact.
दैट इज आल्सो रिकॉर्ड और उनका दूसरा और रिकॉर्ड है ही इज द ओनली पर्सन इन क्रिकेट एज अ क्रिकेटर कि 3 टेस्ट में फर्स्ट और सेकंड इनिंग में दोनों बार सेंचुरियां लगाई है स्टिल द रिकॉर्ड होल्डर तो उसके लिए बहुत
And last time I'm saying again, I forgot both records holders. That is the main. That's the main. You must be knowing Sarjai Bhupka, pole vaulter. I don't know how many people knows it. You know, ma'am. Geet sir knows it. Sunny sir knows it. How many world records, ma'am? 35. Right? Right? He's from Ukraine now. First of all, it was USSR, right? Now see, legends are there. How many world records they both have? Nobody will have the answer. Sarjai Bhupka, great 35. Outdoor and indoor, whole world. I think Geet knows is promoting the athletics like anything. How many world records? Legends sitting with us, dream coming true for us. Even they must be don't know. Sunny sir made 10,000 first in India in the cricket history in Ahmedabad on 7th March 1987 against Pakistan. He completed 10,000. He was the first cricketer. He broke. No, see, 8,400, 500 runs were the first mark, if I'm not wrong, sir. 1,500 world record. What Sarjai Bhupka did, you know? Anybody knows? 6.1 inch, 6.2 inch, those are world records. 1,500 world records, 10,000 runs after passing the Donald Brent. Geet, sir. 1,276 break against Bob Close. 1st October 1992. Yes. Quarterfinals. President Hotel. Sir was just playing. Bob was sleeping for 80 minutes. I'm asking, sir. Sir, you said Bob go and have some lunch or like that. So what? Because literally for 80 minutes he was playing. 80 minutes. So I stopped playing snooker and billiards. Tonic is that snooker champion, here is that billiards champion. चलो घर पे जाके नाश्ता करके आते खेलते ही रहेंगे का तो दूसरे दिन अभी सनी सर की बात three fast furious bowlers Andy Roberts, Malcolm Marshall, Michael Olling, Joel Gunn after that अबे कालिया तेरा क्या होगा I'm just saying in a funny way, please don't take it like that. Sir, you were digging like this with the bat, you were making the piece properly. And Rajika, hey, Kalia tera kya ho gaya? The means it's a funny way. Sorry, funny way. Please don't take it like that. So, both legends. Now, so Geet says 200 world records. Both are living legends of world record holders right now. Why? Nobody knows it. 1276 break. Billiards, WPBSA, and 147. Living legend is only Geet sir right now. Living legend in snooker against Nasir Bhatt. Guntur, yes, in Guntur, Andhra Pradesh, yeah. Now, he is also gold medalist, Asia Olympic. I don't know how many people knows it. India kitna gold hai? Bazu mein gold hai. And now about Sunny. 774. Right? Few centuries of Sunny sir were remarkable written on the history. Why? He used to stand for the whole day. You say today's player to stand for the whole day in 43 degree. They will say we need 24 degrees temperature of AC to play for the whole day. And there were no that much guards in those days. That's why he's a legend big. Thanks, sir, for coming over here. And
we thank Sunny sir, we thank Geet ji, we thank the Bhatt brothers for making this possible. And thank you everybody for being here. Do we, sir, get the opportunity of pictures with the legends? Yeah? Okay. And do they come on the stage and get the pictures? Okay. Thank you all. We're done for the evening.
So while the event is going on, I can retouch some of the records belong to Sir Sunil Gavaskar. Is remarkable because in sports there is no way to compare one legend to another legend. It's just a simple example. You can't compare yesterday with today. We must in a living moment, and so does going back in a memory lane and understand about what they achieved during those days becomes more important. The few remarkable milestone as he was the first one to score 10,000 runs in Test cricket. That was in Ahmedabad, and we are fortunate to celebrate this event in Ahmedabad. He was also the first player to score 30 Test centuries when he broke Dan Bradman's record of 29 Test centuries. He was also holding a unique record in the very first debut series in West Indies in 1971. Record still holds out. He only played 4 Test matches, was not able to play the first one, But even though in those 5 test series, he compiled 770 runs, still holding a world record in test cricket. There was a unique achievement. He has crossed 600 minutes in a test inning twice. One of them was 700 plus, another one was 600 plus. And at that time also, he is a unique player. None of the other players has achieved. When we talk about cricket and unique thing, in my opinion, he has the longest run-up for any bowler in the world. Yes, during those days, when the test was dying, means going for the draw, there is no possibility for any result. And Sunny sir created one moment which brings a smile to fans' faces. I was he achieved. He started from the boundary, the real boundary, not the 30-yard circle or beyond, the boundary. And he delivered the ball in his one of the overs. And so does. He holds just 1 wicket in Test cricket. And it's a remarkable too. That wicket of Zaire Abbas. Many fans label him as Asian Don Bradman. And he holds that wicket. Absolutely. Most of his career, he has played without helmet and many safety guards. There wasn't available at that time. And he was outstanding performance. And the numbers don't lie. When he has made huge impact against the toughest opponent at that time, West Indies. Believe it or not, and I speak some of the legends in West Indies, he holds highest repute, respect, and recognition because who is, as well as what he has done in terms of performance. And by the way, he has a lot of great friends in West Indian cricket. Truly, because of his nature as a human being. He is a very friendly, idle person for anyone on and off the field. I have seen respect and recognition and nice talks coming from the opposite team members. That's a huge. The world has changed. Today's players go for the prize to play franchise cricket. We must respect Sir Sunil Gavaskar in patriotic terms. The true legend. He had opportunity to join the Kerry Packer World Series, but he did not. He stand out to play for the pride, for the country. And even today, when you see him on and off the field, he loves cricket, he cares cricket, and definitely does not matter who you are, how you are connected or involved in cricket. We need Sir Sunil Gavaskar as long as we can. But most notable, what I have seen is when Calypso song was made for the Sunil Gavaskar. Lord, the relator, composed a Calypso song to honor Sunil Gavaskar is today still in the ears of West Indians. We could not out Gavaskar at all. And in that particular song, Lord Relator has explained his view, the fact and reality of Sunil Gavaskar's performance against the West Indies. He was the first cricketer to be inducted in Hall of Fame in US, I believe 2002. And later on, he was inducted in ICC Cricket Hall of Fame during 2007-2008. And in that term regards, also he was the first one, and even today is the only Indian who has been inducted in Hall of Fame with the two inductions. Switching to the Geet Sethi, especially for me, I used to watch him on TVs when he was competing during those days. I will say it was my college days before moving to the USA. It's very hard to say when you don't know about the game itself. But the one thing for sure is his milestones, accolades, achievements, awards, and so on. It's unique. As we hear, these are the two legends, has their own name, their image, recognition, respect, and honors they carry. It's unbelievable. Combining both legends on the same stage with so many records, world records, and so many things they have achieved, it's been unique of this particular event. For me, being as a young kid who started following Sir Sunil Gavaskar as a cricket from street from Surat and playing on during my high school, college days, and here in US. And finally, when I attended the coaches, I look into their side. And these are the two legends having a Everest type mindset. Nobody can match it. Absolutely, one thing I can definitely talk about, unique about Geet Sethi, is his focus and concentration in his game. It's unbelievable. Staying out from distractions, eliminating the demons for preparation as well as during his game. And those are the things not easy for anyone. And those are the missing components. We all talk about mindset in all sport, but these two legends has the ingredients. Down the road, we'll bring them more, but I like to switch, going into the concept, why this unique album. So when you look at around the world, there are fans who collect the autographs. There are fans who collect the souvenirs, maybe an autograph on their picture, autograph on their equipment, autograph on their equipment, and so on. There are fans collect them, keep them as a hobby. But these two Bhatt brothers, Ravi and Sethi, and now we have the junior Karan joining in this hobby. It's 100% unique. I call it insane. I don't think anyone can do it. And if someone do it, then they are also joining to be a first one, which will be forever. No one can take it. They have done some albums, but this is the biggest launch. 2 albums on the same day. It takes a while. Very complicated, difficult one, expensive one, and definitely time consuming. The concept is this album is nothing but a simple book as like a person's or individual short biography. We all have the memorable days in our life, like birth date, then marriage date, engagement date, graduation date, when you played for the first time, when you make some record at some time, when you receive the big award. These are plenty of dates. We call it a milestone. And if you put all these milestones in a timeline, in order of year you received, and that is how this album is developed. From your birth date to retirement. And believe it or not, so far I know whether they have a album for Sachin Tendulkar, first one they made, MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli, myself. Then now they have the Sunil Gavaskar, Geet, Sethi, and a lot of other albums on the side, like Amitabh Bachchan, Salman Khan. I remember one time we talked about have made the album on US cricket, means USA history about all presidents in these 200 plus years. So each page is a simplest way having the memorable picture from the event or occasion, and then little write-up. And on the page, instead of writing the date with the ink or print them, Bhatt Brothers has to find a way to put that date in Indian currency, the bill, the paper bill. Every country out there in the world has the paper currency. We call it the bill, the one you can use to buy something in the market, or as exchange in terms of the amount as a currency. Each bill has the serial number. Maybe it's starting with some sort of alphabetic characters A to Z or combination of alphabetic characters. But there is a serial number with a lot of numbers on it. And that number, they are matching with that event date or memory date or occasion, the date. I can explain to you because I'm in US. You can pick up any bill, $1 bill, $2 bill, $5, 10, 20, 50, 100 or larger bill, doesn't matter. If you look at this paper, you will find a serial number. And from that serial number, we need to find a combination of that memorable date or event date. So let's take your birthday example, whatever the birth date is. Then normally we see the dates and year are different way, like a style of recognizing that date. I give you example in US. The month come first, like today is June 2, 2024. So we normally write on a paper 06/02/2024. All different country around the world has a different way to write this date. India writes 02, today's date, 06, it's a June 2024 year. So in IT world and computer, we call it the format of the date. If it is US, we call it MM/DD/YYYY. Indian format, where these albums are made is a unique because they are matching their date format easily. Their date format is day, DD, month, MM, and year, Y. So they usually match your birth date or occasion or event date or hour date or anything you have on that timeline or milestone. They collect a rupee bill, which is like a 1 rupee, like a $1 in US, Indian currency in a rupee. They also found these bills in terms of 5 rupee, 10, 20, 50, 100, 500, 1,000. So whatever the currency they have, they usually find that serial number, which is matching as a combination of the event date. This, you may think this is easy, but really don't. Because every currency bill in every country has a serial number, and it is unique to that particular currency bill. Means piece of paper carrying that number one time. It is printed one time, then it's circulated in the market for one time, and after the government circulates that currency bill, you never know where this bill is holding up right now. Is it in a bank? Is it in someone's pocket? Is it with some vendor out there in a market? Or is it somebody is holding that one as a hobby or a piggy bank, we call it reserve bank, and storing in a bag or box at home? We don't know. And so it becomes difficult to get that currency bill which can match the date in an album on every page, not one page. We are looking at 60 to 150 pages in this album, means we have to find those currency bills which can match those events to complete the album. Album cannot be finished if they don't find one of the bill which does not match that date. And that is the unique and the toughest job they're doing it. So simply for you to understand, as the PR explained to you, pull out your wallet, pull any currency bill you have, look at the serial number and try to figure out, does it matches any of your life event? Whether it's a birthday, marriage, engagement, anniversary, I told you, just try to figure out, is it matches even a one of those days in that serial number? These brothers for the entire album for all events and compile them in a book, design them properly so it's become a unique album for the legends. Definitely, the real album goes to the legends, and the few album stays with the brothers, which is autographed and signed by the legends. And later on, the replicas will be available for those albums. So that is the concept we have. With that said, I can say we are about to conclude this event. It's a great honor and pleasure. Myself, Jatin Patel, virtual host from USA. And we will bring you live this occasion right from Ahmedabad. Sunil Gavaskar holds this place as a unique memory because he ran that 10,000 cross mark run in certificate right here in Ahmedabad. Geet Sethi is the Ahmedabad base, and we are very fortunate to have the both legends on the same stage, on the same day, on the same evening, and the same type of two different albums. I think it's a world record. And records are made to break. I will not say that no one will break the record, but when you do it first time, it stands out forever. Just like Mount Everest, the stories, plenty of people. The huge list went top of the Everest, but even today we remember two names. Tenzing and Hillary were the first one to reach the Mount Everest. So does the moon. Now we have plenty of moon landings. But the history speaks itself. Neil Armstrong from US was the first human to land on the moon. And so does Sir Sunil Gavaskar, Sir Geet Sethi are the two pride of India, pride of world sport. And we are all respect them and fortunate for tonight that we were able to celebrate with them. Absolutely. The people who are physically present at the hall will be enjoying more, but at the same time, I will say we are very thankful to Sir Sunil Gavaskar, Sir Geet Sethi, both my brothers, Ravi and Sital, and the junior prince, Karan, who has provided this opportunity to live stream this event. This is not a commercial event. It's a private event, and we tried our best with little technical difficulties during the show, so we do apologize for that. Special thanks also goes to Satyam Srivas, video feed directly from the hall. And a special thank to Who Is Doing Cricket, Cricket So USA, Cricket Hall of Fame USA, Crick Mindset, Sports Mindset, and few others who has provided the support to go for this live streaming. With that, I will say we will conclude this event. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It depends where you are, but we'll be back with some more details and information with pictures very soon. Till then, I can say goodbye, everyone. Thank you all.